What an unbelievable game for a lot of reasons. So proud of this team already showing resiliency early in the season. Didn't know what I was going to have when I made the schedule, like the team, but I was just hoping and praying that the team that I assembled was going to be ready for this type of a schedule. And this team is showing me, how tough they are mentally and physically during the games because they're giving punches and taking punches and staying together and pulling out some great victories against some great teams. So I'm super proud of that and being thankful today on Thanksgiving and thanking God for this opportunity.
We'll take some questions here in the room and then we'll get to the Zoom. David, how do you feel?
I feel good. We got the win. That's all that matters.
Apart from the win, though, 36 points, career night. How did you do that?
This man here, he gave us all the confidence in the world to just go out there and play hard. And my mind was in defense. Every single game that he just talked about defense, I just came out there to play defense, and I started making shots, and then he just told me to keep going.
For Penny, was that the game plan to let David just kind of cook, or just
my game plan every night is to let all our guys cook? It's really a situation where my team knows freedom on offense, and I'm going to get at you defensively. And that's just how it works, man. We're going to play defense, and the guy that has a hot hand, we're going to go to him, but we give everybody the freedom to go out there and play. We just haven't got it all together yet. But tonight, David and Nicholas, they had it going tonight. From David? Right. And that was, you talking about David? Yeah, David is working on his jump shot. We have to kick him out of the gym. We have to make him get rest because he's always in the gym. He always wants to work, and his hard work is paying off. I don't know how much he did of this at St. John's. I don't know how much he did of this at DePaul. But since he's come to Memphis, he is a guy that's always in the gym getting shots up, and he's being rewarded for that right now.
David, to kind of follow up on what he just asked, obviously you've been an elite scorer, but the efficiency this season's been insane. Obviously 10 of 14 tonight. What did you do this summer to kind of work on, your efficiency and your 3-point shooting in particular?
Better shot selection. I took some bad shots tonight that Coach Penny told me about it, but it's just like in the flow of the game when you're making shots, you're just taking some not good looking shots for the team. But I was just working on my game and working on my shot. Like Coach says, I love being in the gym. That's like my home for me.
When you're playing with guys like Nick, when you're playing with guys like Nick and Jaquan and JQ and all those other guys, like how much does that kind of help you display the player you really are? Does that make sense versus at other stops?
I love every single one in this thing because, like Coach Penny say, we're gonna play hard. It don't matter who we play, it don't matter anything. And I like that. I got confidence in my team that everybody's gonna go out there and give it their all for the team, and then he's giving me confidence because I know I can trust them.
Hey Nick, are you okay there?
Yeah, I'm good.
How did that happen?
Brazil, he tried to dunk on me. He just gave me a little elbow.
Okay. Apart from that, 5 for 5 from the field for you tonight. I think 2 blocks that you were credited with. This was like, would you say it's fair, or maybe I'll ask you, Penny, is it fair to say that his value tonight, a lot of his value is not going to show up in the box score?
His value every night is there because he's willing to do whatever it takes. He's getting more aggressive scoring because he's working on his game as well. We split ends in the shoot arounds and the practices. He'll go half the time with the guards, half the time with the bigs, inside out. And man, we really work, and his work is showing, and I'm proud of him, and I'm always happy for him when that shot is going down because his value is huge for us because he's going to play hard regardless of what the situation is.
So you had a dunk, you had a layup, You had a couple threes. What made you feel best about your contributions tonight?
To be honest, my defense. I feel like I take pride in my defense the most. David, he took some of my steals. I tapped the ball out to him, so we got him 5 steals. I mean, being able to guard 1 through 5 and switch, I think that's super cool. I mean, outside of that, hitting 2 threes is good. Get the confidence up, especially coming from last year where I wasn't shooting the ball too well. So
I don't know. I didn't notice how much you got to defend Caleb tonight. But there was one time I noticed where it was you were getting pretty amped. You were obviously looking forward to that matchup?
yeah, I was looking forward to it. We had a lot of choice words for each other. Nothing personal, just having fun. Old teammates. I love him. He got me so much better. I appreciate him, but I really wanted this win and I wanted that matchup, so I was excited to guard him.
Nick, to kind of go off what Jason just asked, obviously when this team was assembled, a lot of attention on David, JQ, Jaquan, so on and so forth. But you were kind of like the guy that went under the radar. With a night like tonight, is there any motivation to kind of, show your arrival that, hey, I'm here too, that kind of thing?
Nah, no pressure. I'm gonna just keep focusing on defense, focusing on rebounding. We have so many scorers that do that stuff. I could just play off them, and I'll have nights like this occasionally, maybe some bigger than others. But I'm cool, whatever. As long as, like I said, my focus is on defense and rebounding.
Penny, that was against Arkansas, that game. I don't know if that's getting lost here or not, but I would assume that's not lost on you.
No, it's not, because I understand the rivalry. Back when I was in school, so many connections between Memphis and Arkansas because of the players that I grew up with that played there. And also they've been doing a phenomenal job since Muss has been there on getting to Sweet 16s and Elite Eights and being a part of the elite group. Arkansas is one of the elite teams in the country. So that's not getting lost for that reason. And also the rivalry that we've always had with them. The city of Memphis understood what this game meant. And the entire state of Arkansas understood what this game meant, Memphis versus Arkansas.
All right, we'll take 3 questions from the Zoom. Caleb.
Yeah, this is for you. David is the second Memphis player since 2010 to go for 34 points and 4 steals. I know it's early on, but is he one of the best players to come through Memphis in recent history?
Yeah, for sure. You have to give him that because he plays both sides of the basketball. I don't know how many players have come through that play both sides of the basketball, but he plays both sides and plays it at a high level while he's out there on the court. So yeah, he's definitely one of the best players to come through the university for sure.
Roman Cleary, Bluff City Media.
Yeah, I mean, so far through 5 games, you guys now have a win at Missouri and 2 neutral court victories now in this tournament against Michigan and Arkansas. These are wins that you guys have not been able to get in years past in your tenure. How much of a difference do you think that's going to make come Selection Sunday in terms of seeding and whatnot?
You know what? To be honest, I don't really know how it helps us in seeding because we have to do so much to get just very little. And that's the motivation for us. I respect the committee and how they choose. We were 26th. Felt like we deserved to be in the top 25, but when it didn't happen, it's like, okay, let's just keep playing. We can't play for the rankings, even though you want that, but we do want a good seed. If we earn that, we do want that. I don't know if we'll get that because they're used to seeing us around 8, 9, 10, and we know it's a long season, but these wins are big wins early. They usually reward teams that do that. So we'll just see. I mean, I know we still got work to do, but we know we have to earn everything.
Last question, Wes Pruitt, 4-Star Sports.
2-part question for Penny. Coach, first off, you just talked about it. The rivalry with Arkansas. What's it like to prepare for an Eric Musselman-led team and just his attention to detail? And then secondly, moving on past Arkansas, looking at Villanova, have you looked at what's to come?
Yeah, first part with Muss, I know there's going to be high energy, high level. I went to bed at probably 12:30 a.m. and thinking about the game woke me up at 3 a.m. and I stayed up till 6 writing notes from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. And then I actually fell back to sleep around 6:30. And when I woke up, super tired, because I didn't really get enough rest, but my brain was working the entire time. So that's what it's like playing against a Coach Eric Musselman basketball team, getting prepared. And Villanova, you know, it's already self-explanatory. The pedigree is high. They have a standard there that Coach Wright has built. And, you know, they didn't have the best season last year, so they're coming in with a chip on their shoulders as well and have so much respect for their program and their coaching staff. And we know it's going to be a battle for both teams.
All right. Thanks, guys.